Welcome back to Commentary. I am Ari and we are playing a game that apparently does not show its name on the title screen. I mean, it's on the bottom left corner, I guess. This game is called Our Life Beginnings and Always. I have looked forward to this a lot. I'm actually really happy that we're gonna cover it now. It's a bit complicated how I want to handle this game because I could do it in so many ways. First of all, this game is free on Steam. It was apparently covered in a Kickstarter in 2020, so it's 3 years old now. It had a lot of DLCs, and since it's free on Steam, you can actually play like most of the game for free. I will try to show you the free parts. I have actually gone out of my way to get the DLC because I really like what I saw. Like, I'm gonna link the Kickstarter. It's like, again, 3 years old, but like all the information is on there, like about this game. I'm not gonna talk about it here because like I could honestly probably talk about it for like more than 10 minutes, like more like 30 minutes if I would explain everything. This is an Otome game, in case you haven't noticed that yet or didn't know it yet. I have heard only good things about this from the people that played it. So I'm really hyped right now. Yeah, let's just go into it actually. And again, I highly recommend that you look at the Kickstarter because all the information is laid out there. This is a really special game. And I'm gonna talk more about it when I get into it because I just can't wait, guys. So let's start a new game. Looks so good. Would you like gameplay explanation sections to appear? Yes. Okay, Our Life tutorial time. Oh yeah, I think we have to read a lot. And maybe it's gonna explain everything. That would be nice. Everything looks so polished. I really like this. Okay, like maybe let me say one thing first. It's probably gonna say it in the next second, but this is an Otome that's different because apparently you kind of build your own boyfriend, your own LI. Like you can like customize so much that basically the main character Cove is like different for every person. And I'm really looking forward to like how my Cove will turn out. And yeah. Anyways, so people that played it are really happy with it because like basically you build yourself your perfect boyfriend, I guess. Whatever perfect means, right? So like that's the interesting part here. Yeah, but we're gonna find it out together. So, welcome to Our Life Beginnings and Always. There are various ways you can customize and interact with the game. This tutorial is an overview of how certain features work. You can read the full tutorial from the main menu to learn about everything in detail. Wait, this is the compact version? Okay. To start off, the game is divided into 4 time periods called steps. Step 1, childhood. Step 2, adolescence. Step 3, young adulthood. And step 4, adulthood. Our life is further divided into sets of vignettes that take place during specific periods of time. Those are called moments. So we have like basically like seasons or like a year or like a few years in one step, right? And in this step like a few key moments or like key memories happen. That's how I understood it so far. Moments can be played in any order or skipped entirely. That's like how the DLCs work, right? You get just more memories. You move on to the next step whenever you want by whenever I want. Okay, by selecting that summer is ending. All right, so we only play summer, I guess. Steps 1 to 3 include 5 moments each, and even more can be unlocked by purchasing DLCs. Some are out now, and some other DLCs will release later on. I think they're like all the DLCs are out now. They're already working on a new game. But yeah, the way I will handle this, because I was already so convinced I got the DLCs. I will play the free demo stuff with you guys. But I will play the DLC stuff on my own, like without recording, and I guess I'm gonna report back whenever stuff comes up, because memories are gonna get mentioned, right? Step 4 is an epilogue and doesn't include moments. Alright. So we really have 3 sections of the game. A lot happens over the years that go by, especially in regard to the character you play as. You determine nearly everything about the main character: name, appearance, personality, pronouns, interests, skill, their relationship with major characters, and so on. You can decide to change the details as time goes on, with a few exceptions. Your last name, skin tone, and eye color can't be altered once set. Makes sense. Much of the MC's basic traits are determined on a character creation screen. As the MC grows up, more options become available on the screen. As mentioned, one of the decisions you will get to make for your character is selecting a name. You can type in any name you like, and you can pick a preset name. Preset options are called voiced names because the name will be voiced aloud by the romantic lead. Oh, I really want to take one. I hope they have something resembling Ari. You get to hear him say your name as you play through the story. I mean, Ari is kind of more of a common name, so I hope they will have it. Only the default name, Jamie, is included in the base game. Hundreds more can be added by getting a free voiced name expansion DLC. I already downloaded that one. And actually, it's like if you backed the Kickstarter, you got like your name in the game. So there's a lot of them. A lot of people funded this. Like, actually, this game was apparently so good. The next game they made, I saw their Kickstarter. I think it's still running right now, and it got like, I think 3 times the amount it actually asked for. Actually, compared to other games like this game dev, I guess, I don't know, asks for like just very little money actually. So like apparently they're really good or really efficient doing it. But also they make like great games apparently. I mean, look how polished this looks so far. Anyway, let me stop gushing. We didn't even start the game yet. But I heard so many good things, and I saw so many good stuff, like the trailers and everything. The full collection of names is separated out as a DLC because of how large it is. If you're not interested in that feature, you don't need to get it. Each name in the DLC belongs to or was selected by someone who supported this project, as I just said. On the character creation screen, there is a cute doll you can create. Oh my god, I'm losing touch. I'm just so excited. On the character creation screen, there's a cute doll you can decorate to get an idea of what your MC looks like, with the different traits put together. Not all the things you decide about the MC appear on the doll. The script referencing what you decided for the MC is the main way those decisions influence the game. Our life has a first-person perspective, so your character does not appear next to other character sprites. Alright. You only see the MC as the decorative doll and in special cut-in CG images. Okay, so we do have CGs with the MC. The cut-in CGs only appear if certain story choices... I just realized this game is like a game for Otome players because not everybody is gonna realize that MC stands for main character. It's not been explained at all. The cut-in CGs only appear if certain choices are made. It's possible not to see any during a playthrough. Interesting. There's also a second type of special MC-based screen, the interest/comfort screen. Oh yeah, I saw this. This is really interesting. In the Kickstarter it was explained. Unless you get DLCs, the game has one love interest, Cove Holden. He grows up with the MC, and the interest comfort screen is crucial for determining how that plays out. Interest level sets how much you like him. There are 4 levels: disinterest, fond, crush, and love. Love is only available starting in step 3, and if you were at fond or crush in step 2. Comfort determines how you generally think when it comes to him. There are 3 levels: nervous, relaxed, or direct. Okay. So yeah, you can set those sliders yourself. It's really interesting. Your level of interest and comfort will set the type of dynamic your character has with the love interest. What you did in the past will influence the present, and feelings can change over time. You get to pick your interest comfort level near the beginning of every step. Comfort can switch between the 3 levels as you please. Your interest level can only stay the same or increase. Oh, it cannot go down. Interesting. Your current level of that, because that's what actually something where I was like, oh, I kind of maybe I want to try this, like growing apart and then finding each other again, but I guess that's not possible. Your current level of interest will become the new lowest option on the screen in the future. I mean, that's a good way to balance it out, I guess. For example, if you decide to be fond in step 1, this interest will not be available in the screen in steps 2 and 3, which will make fond the bottom level option for your relationship. I kind of want to start with the lowest then. Like, that's the biggest build-up, right? Interest level has an impact when it comes to physically interacting with Cove. While growing up, things are rather simple. Okay. If you get along with one another and have a close relationship, you can choose to touch him, and Cove will occasionally interact with the MC in light-hearted and comforting ways. But starting in step 3, touching can become more romantic and suggestive if you're at crush or love. To make sure things go nicely with that, there will be an extra choice to determine initiative level, and a bonus mini tutorial that goes along with the choice to explain the feature in more detail. Yeah, my head is starting to be full, or like to smoke. Basically, if you decide to like Cove, the game won't force you to act on those feelings. Okay, so I don't need to touch him. I mean, that's not a problem for me because, like, I am a touchy person, so. But technically, I guess you can have a completely platonic relationship. You can always choose not to get together with him, choose not to accept or give romantic gestures, etc., etc. If you do decide to date Cove, though, you can't break up with him later. Alright. Fair. Interest comfort gets the basics down, but it's the choice that appears throughout the normal game events that decide what actually happens between the MC and Cove. Okay. So I think that it would be really funny if, like, we can get asked out by him at certain points, right? Because, like, it might actually come as a surprise, because, yeah, I mean, we will see how this goes. And it isn't only the MC who is impacted by your decisions. Cove grows and changes over the years. How he's treated and what he experiences helps shape who he becomes. In step 2 and step 3, Cove's personality, appearance and interest will vary based on what happened in the previous step. It's something of a mystery, exactly, how your decisions end up changing him. You can try to guess as you go along. Or, if you prefer, you can also just design your own ideal Cove directly using the Cove Creator option that pops up at the beginning of steps 2 and 3. Alright. Making the choice you want is always more important than making a choice because you feel like you have to in order to get a certain result. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna play this blind and I'm just gonna go with my gut. Yeah, because, like, I'm definitely a planner, so I kinda wanna be like, oh, if I pick this, then this might happen. But yeah, let's try not to do this time. When a choice does appear, usually you see that hovering the cursor over an option shows a certain color, yellow, blue or green. The colors aren't related to specific points or effects, they are only there to give you a bit of insight on the tone/emotion of the choice, since text alone can potentially be read in more than one way. Blue tends to be casual, straightforward. Okay, blue is casual, yellow is more emotive, reactive, yellow is emotion, and green less certain, uncommitted. So green is like friend zone. Though there are hundreds of options in our life and not every choice menu falls in line with that pattern. Picking just one color every time doesn't give a gameplay benefit. Only stick with a certain type if that's what you happen to like, otherwise switch between them freely. That's a good note to have. Always pick yellow, never pick yellow. Pursue romance right from the start, never romance the love interest, but be disagreeable or amicable. None of them will lead to a bad ending. Okay, so there are no bad endings. I guess we just don't get together, but it's not a bad ending. You're welcome to enjoy the events and shape the story without reservation, and then if you like, you can play again and try something new. There's only ever more good content to discover. We hope you'll have a nice time with our life. Thank you for playing. And now we can finally play. Okay, let's see. Hmm. I guess, okay, so we had the rule. Oh my god, that's really pale. The rule that I'm always gonna use my avatar. So I guess the eye color has to be red. Pink. Purple. No, it has to be red. Alright, and purple. And blue in the back, I guess? Let's go through them for a bit. No. That's a lot of hair. Oh, that's really cute. But I guess I cannot take it because I'm making my avatar. As you, wow, those are a lot. Wait, wow, there's a lot of hair types here. I guess I like this one, but not the front. Let's see. Oh, that's really cute. Should we take that? That kind of looks like a kindergartner or something, like a child. Kind of like it. Okay, so I think I'm pretty happy with this. Jamie, voice names. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything? RT? Ari. Yes. Wait.
Ari.
Oh, he's actually saying it. Can you hear it? Yes. Let's take Ari. And female, and then let's say video game girl. Does that fit? No, it never fits, man. I guess game girl. How about this? I guess I'm gonna use this from now on. Game girl. Ari, video game girl. Okay. I think we're done here. So next page. Oh, birthmarks. Oh, okay. I mean, my avatar doesn't have one, so rosy cheeks, freckles. I mean, that's kind of cute, but I don't think the hand size. Glasses. Oh, okay. Birthmarks, scars, arm freckles. Clothing types, dresses. How about this? Oh, I can take multiple. I mean, shirts, skirts. I mean, I really like skirts, I guess. I stopped wearing pants when, or like normal pants, when I was, I think, it doesn't matter. I like necklaces and bracelets, I guess. No. How about we go just with a scar on the chest? No, actually, let's go with birthmark on the chest and a scar on the back, and that's about it. Yeah, let's just do this. All right, done. Let's do this. Actually, I kind of want to save already. Alright. Summer and Sunset Bird. Wait, actually, let me go into the config menu and I'm gonna do this in hopes that we can, because his voice was really was very how do you say, I always forget the word, like he had low volume. Anyway, Summer and Sunset Bird was a special time of the year. Your usually sleepy town began to bustle. It was a popular tourist destination with people coming from all over to enjoy the beach, the weather, and the relaxation that came with both. The smell of the ocean, crisp and salty, hung in the air, bringing 3 whole months of school-less vacation with it. Sounds great. During the summer, your moms didn't like you to... My moms? Okay, I have 2 moms? Didn't like you to wander too far outside of your neighborhood, so you knew that area pretty well. That included the people. Families came and went from Sunset Bird, but it's kind of weird that this place is called Sunset Bird. But they mostly stayed and did what your mom called putting down roots. They built businesses, they got to know each other, and they definitely said hello to the nice young kids who waved when passing their stores. Going for a walk around town mostly meant that the familiar, friendly residents waved, or asked how your family was, or most often just said hello. Oh, okay. You didn't really get... Okay, like, let's do this like a bit... I'm gonna like talk a little bit about my own life, I guess. You didn't really get why they always had to say hi. They saw you every day, but you nodded back at them anyway. You ended... That's not what I would have thought as a kid. You ended up saying hi to a lot of different people, since most of the tourists that came and went every summer were the same ones. You were too anxious to say hi back most of the time of the other residents that greeted you, but they all knew you well enough to expect that. Actually, I would pick the second one, even though I'm an introvert now. As a child, every adult loved me. You enjoyed learning all about where they were visiting from and hoped to visit those places one day too. Yeah, I was such a social butterfly as a child. But today there was a man sitting on the curb outside your house. He was sitting with his head in his hands, the whole body slumped over, and you wondered if he was even a real person or a statue that had magically sprung up from the ground overnight. However, whoever or whatever he was, you had never seen him before. One thing about knowing everyone in Sunset Bird was that people who you didn't recognize really stood out. It was rare for tourists to venture into the residential district, as your moms called it. So for you, not knowing who a total stranger was set off red flags. Your moms had a talk with you and your big sister Lizzie about this kind of situation before. You hadn't exactly been listening all the time. At that time, you think it could be okay to... No, definitely would have listened. They mentioned that people who aren't good to talk to, but other types of people can help you if you don't know them. Even if you don't know them. Remember that it's okay to run away if you feel uncomfortable. You don't have to worry about being polite to them. I mean... I don't know. I guess... I'm kind of torn between the middle and the bottom one, but I guess I'm gonna take the bottom one. Wait, what were the colors again? Green was like distancing or something, friend zone. Yellow was emotional, and there's blue? Wasn't there red or something? I don't know. I'm gonna take the bottom one. You weren't sure about this man yet. Still, you felt a bit scared knowing that he was blocking the way to your front door. But you were pretty interested. You wanted to know more about what was going on. Whether it was nice or not, you didn't want to be bothered. No, I felt a little bit scared that he's like there, right in front of my house. Why are you there? I want to ask my mom, but I can't get to her. You slowed down, your mind racing for ideas how to get past him unseen, but it was too late to escape. Is this a horror game? No, it's not. I don't think so, but... there was a split second where your eyes met and you took in a shaky breath. Your eyes darting to the sky, pretending to stare at a bird who was hovering nearby. Yeah, that sounds good. Hey! His voice startled you and made you jump, but you still didn't look at him. The bird landed on top of a nearby gate post, and its black feathers ruffled against the gentle breeze. This is really interesting, by the way, because in this game, apparently, so far, we have not made decisions, but we have, like, told the game what feelings we have, or like what reasoning, and the game decided, okay, with those feelings and reasoning, a child would act like this. Which is really interesting. I like that approach. More games should have that, actually. Alright. I think I already read this with the bird. Trying to keep your eyes on it was tough, especially when the man stood up and started to make his way towards you. Not wanting to seem too approachable, you folded your arms and stared. No, still unsure about him, but willing to be friendly, you offered the stranger a smile. That's probably what I would have done. The man gives a grin of his own back. Do you live around here? What's your name? You looked at he looked the man up and down. Wow, that's courageous. Taking in his tanned skin and relaxed appearance. At least his clothes were relaxed. The way he was acting wasn't. He had sharks on his shorts and a stingray tattoo, and you wondered if he was obsessed with the ocean or something. While you made your assessment, he looked at you expectantly, waiting for an answer to his question. What did he ask again? I forgot. Oh, did he ask me for my name? No, should I tell him that I live here? I mean, I'm a child, I guess I could. It's not the smartest, like as an adult I wouldn't. But as a child I probably would have answered something along these lines. I live right here, my name is Ari. Great! Nice to meet you, Ari. He gave you a broad smile, relief setting on his face. Oh, money! He reached into his pocket and this looks like a scam. This is kind of low-key a dangerous situation right now. What the hell is happening? He reached into his pocket and pulled out a clean $20 bill. It crinkled in his hands as he held it to you. Even more confused than before, you looked back at him.
Well...
Oh, it is voiced? I mean, of course, if they have voiced names, but, you know. Okay, so he just said, well, I think. Okay, I'm gonna turn up my volume. Well, could you do me a favor? Nothing bad. Sorry, I should have... Let me start over. He cleared his throat and stood up straighter. From where you were standing, it just made him look creepier. I have a son. His name is Cove. Oh, who's about your age? Yeah, that sounds kind of fishy. I still think you want to kidnap me. I mean, of course not, but Cove. That seems like a strange name for an actual living person to you. You chewed on the inside of your cheek. This guy was definitely obsessed with water. Definitely, yeah. You thought that was pretty cool. Actually, I'm not sure. I'm between those two. Actually, I'm gonna say this guy was definitely obsessed with water. That's probably what I would have thought as a kid. He wasn't the only person like that in Sunset Bird. We moved in across the street, see? He gestured towards a house that had been empty for a year, his watch catching the late afternoon sunlight and reflecting off the walls. The gigantic for sale sign was finally gone. You must be Ari, VideoGameGirl, right? I met your moms earlier and they told me you were 8, just like him, so... He shook the $20 bill to bring it back to your attention, a hopeful smile tilting his lips at the corners. Can you try to be friends with the boy? Just give it a chance, and you can keep this. He's a good kid. You'll like him. I mean, if he's actually a good kid, like, I'm also a good kid, so... But you've got to keep it a secret, too, okay? It wouldn't be friendly to say his dad sent you. I mean, yeah, you shouldn't be doing this, Daddy. But yeah, I would have done it. You kind of felt sorry for Cove. I have the feeling I will pick a lot of yellow options, because I guess I'm an empath. It's kind of still fishy, but poor Cove. This definitely wasn't the normal way kids made friends, you knew that. What do you say? Want to make a deal? Actually, I want to go there without your money. He didn't want the money. I don't want to be paid for that. It's too weird. He deflated enough to notice, but not completely.
Are you sure?
It won't be so bad. Even if it's just for the summer, that would be enough. That only made the sound more strange to you. Why does it why does it lasting for the summer matter? When it was clear his initial strategy wasn't going to fly, he tucked the bill into a back pocket and changed the request. I get it. You don't have to. Would you be comfortable with me and I coming by for a normal visit? No money involved. Sure. Yeah, I want to meet him. Wait, what can I say to you? An answer, I guess. Yeah, I want to meet him. I'm excited. His smile got bigger again. His eyes crinkled at the sides. I'll bring him by tomorrow. I wanted him to meet and greet with the neighbors today, but... well, I don't know where he's gotten off to. He laughed when he said that, but with the way his face looked, you thought he actually wanted to cry. If you see him, can you tell him to come home? He's got a pink cast and glasses. You can't miss him. I can try. Boy, so I just have to tell him that he should come home. I don't have to make him come home, right? So sure thing. This definitely wasn't the normal way kids made friends. You knew that, but you were still going to help. The man smiled and reached out. I told you, like adults loved me as a child. I tell you. The man smiled and reached out to pat you on the head. Paused before doing so, then pulled his hand away instead. Your moms are already checking around for me. Such a thoughtful group you are. Now, I better go to look too. Can't put everyone else to work while I keep sitting here. Oh, that's why he was sitting there. He was kind of depressed about his son being gone, huh? Maybe because he's like such a loner, he's just out there all the time alone. I thought he might come back and... it's not what's important. I have to go. Thanks again, Ari. So much. He jogged off down the street without another word. You decided to check the hills behind your house. I guess we're gonna find him? Step 1. First sight. The chirping of crickets in the tall grass greeted you, quiet and familiar. From the top of the hill you could see the ocean. As you walked, you listened to the crash of the waves on the shore and the seagulls squawking as they settled down for the night. Oh, that sounds so good, so idyllic. Like, if you grow up there, I cannot imagine you ever being at home anywhere else. Must be hard if you have to settle somewhere else then. You always loved the ocean, it was so much fun, yeah. You love to hear stories about the sea, about the merfolk and sea serpents. Yes, definitely me. You imagine living beneath the waves. Yep, definitely this option. Sometimes you could almost convince yourself you had seen the flash of a shiny mermaid's tail in the distance. You took in a deep breath. You wanted to try to relax, but couldn't. You weren't sure what, but something told you that you weren't alone, so you glanced around. There was a boy sitting at the top of one hill, almost completely hidden within the long grass and wildflowers surrounding him. My dude, it is late. His head was buried in his knees, staring ahead by himself. For whatever reason, probably just that he wasn't paying attention, he hadn't noticed you yet. You watched him a minute longer, feeling a little bit like you'd found a deer in the wild. Though deers didn't have a rose cast? Yeah. I mean, I don't know. What did I notice first about him? I guess green hair. But, sad frowns. Aww. Actually, I kind of want to notice that. Honestly, when I saw like his sprites, obviously those were the two things that I noticed first. But sad frowns. He looks sad. That's the most important right now. But this new boy did. You wondered what could have upset him. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering actually. After a few more seconds, you took a step forward, then another. And then he glanced your way. His aquamarine eyes reflected the light of the moon. You stopped, raising a hand to acknowledge him and slowly show you weren't scary. Hi! With a start, he jumped to his feet, his hands balling into fists at his sides. He didn't say anything, just stared at you in a strange way. He'd been crying. Oh no, baby! Oh! There were traces of tears on his cheeks and his... Oh, I'm actually holding my chest right now. Oh, baby boo. Poor Cove. Are you lost or are you unhappy to be here? Did you not want to move? There were traces of tears on his cheeks and his knees, soaking the hem of his shorts, or he cried a lot, and his eyes were still shining with a few more. You obviously caught him off guard. His pink cast seemed to glow in the twilight, though when he caught you staring at it, he hid his arm behind his back. Something the man earlier had said struck out to you. Cove? Ah. Eyes wide, he studied you. How do you know that? I met your dad.
Oh.
So, is this your hill? He gestured with his uninjured arm to the patch of grass surrounding you, his face falling at the prospect. I can leave if it is. No. While doing so, you also picked a strand of lint on your leg. What a weird question to ask someone. Oh. Do you want me to leave then now? He sat back down with a thump, resting his chin on his knees again. Curious about the strange new boy with the odd dad, you sat on the patch of grass next to him. The pure white flowers that covered this hill rocked back and forth gently as the stars twinkled above. The way they dotted the sky made them seem like flowers too. The night wind was cool as it traveled over the ocean and up the hill, chasing away the heat from the afternoon sun. I mean, is nobody wondering where these children are this late in the night? I guess if it's like a sleepy village, then you don't have to worry, but my mom would not let this happen. Why'd your family move? Quiet hiccup escaped Cove as soon as you asked the question. Oh, damn. That's what we call in German ein Fettnäpfchen. So it's basically you stepped into the butter. It's like, that was the bad question. I'm sorry. I didn't like the other one though, so... Almost like they'd never stop, his tears started up again with a vengeance. Can I just hold his hand? Like, I think embrace is maybe too much. We don't know each other. I mean, then again, they're children. Like, they just do. But I just want to hold his hand right now. My parents, they don't want to live together with me anymore. The tears fell fast and heavy over his flushed cheeks, sticking in his dark lashes. My mom made my dad leave and he took me with him, and now we have a house here and I want to go home. Oh, they got divorced, didn't they? Oh, poor Cove. The outburst took you off guard. It wouldn't. My parents also were divorced, so I would have understood. By the time he was done wailing, Cove's chest was heaving with exhaustion. He sniffled and removed his glasses, wiping at his eyes with the back of his hand before he put them back on again. I hate this place. I want my real life back. I want my mom. I'm sorry. He slipped his hands underneath his glasses and pressed his fingers against his eyelids. Cove wound himself up again for another long crying fit. You felt bad for him, being forced to come here with no choice. You couldn't imagine what it would feel like to live with only one of your moms, but it must be pretty hard. But from way off in the distance, you heard your parents. Ari!
Cove?
Kids! Where did you go? Cove looked at you, tears still clinging onto his cheeks. Don't tell them we're here.
I want to go home.
I want to go back to that house. It will be okay. It's not gonna be okay. The divorce is still gonna happen. You can handle it. You can handle it. And even if you can't, he's your dad, right? Yeah, he is. Wait, I lost his voice. I had a good voice before. No, I don't know what voice it was. Dusting the grass off your pants, you stood up. Sorry, you didn't come here by yourself, or with a stranger. Wait, so you didn't come here by yourself, or with a stranger? He's gotta take care of you, no matter what. Slowly, Cove stood up with you, still looking a little reluctant. His dad's voice rang out again. Yeah, I'm not a troublemaker. I would have told the parents. I'm sorry. Cove, can you hear me? He looked towards the sound of his dad's voice, silent, then turned away while rubbing his, not bandaged arm. Okay.
Sorry.
I still don't want to go. I would try to convince him. Are you sure? You'd have to stay outside the whole night and sleep on wet grass. Before Cove could say anything else, he heard his dad's voice again, even closer than before. There you are, bud. The trio of parents appeared. Like, this is probably the best option. I don't want to force it on him, but also like the parents should not worry that much. Like, it's really late. If it was like the day out, maybe, but not when it's this late, and we are like out in the wilderness or something. The trio of parents appeared over the curve of the hill. Instantly, all their eyes landed on you, and they rushed over. Oh, those are my moms, huh? Both of your moms were at your side in a split second, faces filled with worry. Harry, you're here after all. We had been at the park to check for Cove, and then heard what happened earlier when you met the new neighbor. I thought you might have gone up further away. Oh my, that I cannot say that. I would also not say this. I would say like, no, we're just sitting in the grass, or we were okay, don't worry. What would I have said as a child? I guess I would take this one. No, we were just sitting in the grass. Thank God you're both fine. Were you two having fun out there? He looked over at Cove, who was wiggling against his dad's tight hug and pushing at his arms. He's good, I think I'm gonna marry him. No. No. I mean, I guess, yeah, I kinda like him, I guess. Maybe. I have a feeling that, like, as a child, I would probably think, like, he's probably alright. I wanna cheer him up, and then we're gonna see how well we click. So I'm just gonna say, yes, I like him. It's basically, like, more on the, but it's, like, more in direction of liking. I'm interested. How about this? I am interested in this person. Yes. You're not. And smiling slightly. Finally, letting go. Oh, he looks so upset. Finally, letting go of his scowling. Sorry, son. Cove's dad. Wow, that was okay. Let's try it again. Finally, letting go of his scowling son. Yeah, Cove's dad turned to the three of you.
That's a relief.
Thanks for finding him. I really don't know this neighborhood. Good thing Harry knows this whole area so well. Absolutely. We should be getting home now. It's been a long day for us all. Say goodbye, Cove.
Bye.
The two of them walked off into the darkness, heading towards the neighborhood. You watched Cove's bright pink cast until it disappeared. Shouldn't we walk together? Like, aren't they, like, moving in front of our house? Tell you what, we'll have a proper playdate tomorrow, okay? Your new friend's dad wanted to bring him to see you and Lizzie. How does that sound? it sounds like words. You Sure, can I show you my stuff?
Of course.
Then okay. Both of your moms laughed, and the sound overlapping into a warm and familiar chorus. Mommy put her arm around your shoulder and led you towards the path. Satisfied and more than a little ready to go to bed after your long, exciting day, you followed them home. Choose your feelings for Cove. This is how you feel towards Cove in this for this step. It can change in later steps. I would say fond. Oh, that's cool. I don't have a crush on him yet. Direct, relaxed, nervous. I think, direct, or I think it's relaxed. I feel like I'm the more mature one in this relationship right now. I'm just trying to cheer him up and make him like this place, and that's all I'm here for. Actually, let me save before I do that. My feelings for Cove are relaxed fondness, I guess. Ready. Begin step 1 at relaxed fondness. You won't be able to change it again until step 2. Yeah, sure, why not? I am happy. This is a nice game. I like it. Actually, I think this might be a good time to finish the episode, the first one. We're definitely gonna play more. I'm just gonna continue recording, but you're not gonna see it today, but tomorrow. Until then, I say bye!